They buried her voice beneath centuries of silence, but truth has a rhythm that echoes through time. What if the most powerful gospel wasn't lost, just forbidden? What if Mary Magdalene wasn't a sinner, but a keeper of secret wisdom? This is the story the church didn't want you to hear. This is the secret gospel of Mary Magdalene. In the earliest days, she was not called a whore, but a witness. She was the first to see the risen Christ, yet her voice was erased from the canon. The church feared not her sin, but her truth. Her words held power not of doctrine, but of direct knowing. So they buried her gospel in sand and silence. Discovered in fragments near Akhmim, Egypt, her gospel begins not in fear, but in love. It speaks of the soul's journey inward, past illusion, into light. In her words, the divine is not above, but within. She tells of hidden realms where the soul converses with truth. This was not heresy, it was the lost key. Mary Magdalene was more than a disciple, she was the sacred counterpart. She embodied Sophia, the feminine aspect of divine wisdom. The early Gnostics called her the apostle to the apostles, but patriarchal fear cast her into shadow, and the divine mother was turned into a fallen woman. Her gospel speaks not of sin, but of awakening. Each trial is a gate, each gate a truth unveiled. The kingdom of heaven is not a place, it is presence. In Mary's teaching, salvation is not purchased, it is remembered. And the divine is not a wrathful king, but a lover who whispers within. The truth in her gospel could not be controlled, it empowered the soul. It bypassed dogma, ignited intuition, and dissolved hierarchy. She taught that the divine speaks to each of us directly, and so her gospel was declared heresy to preserve power. But now her voice rises from the dust, like prophecy remembered. This is not just her story, it is ours. The truth buried in silence now calls to the seekers of light. What they feared was that we would remember the light, remember her name, and remember, the gospel they banned was never lost, only waiting.